Die, demons. Close the Fate Rift. I mean, look at this. I really like the way that Inquisition looks now. It's such a good, looking world that they've created. It's fleshed out. Like, this all feels really good. You couldn't do this with Origins. Part of that being limited by engine, the other part obviously being the fact that they didn't really have a clear style of taking it. There is an unfortunate change, though, going from Origins to Dragon Age 2, changing the art style. And maybe something that upset people is, by the time Origins was out, they had, like, a role-playing campaign out, right? They had, like, a D&D campaign that was well established. I don't know if I want to go over there just yet, but I might. No, we'll go over there in a second. I want to go out to the south first, pick up this death route. So people in their head had, what Origins looks like to them, and they're doing this like campaign, this role-playing campaign, and they're describing things as if they are in Dragon Age Origins. And then Dragon Age 2 comes out, and it kind of breaks their thought process there. Suddenly things are mixed up. Like, it doesn't matter if you were really, really, really devoted to Dragon Age Origins and the way that it looked. Just seeing a screenshot of Dragon Age 2 would start changing the way that you think about the game. Not intentionally. It's, you're not looking at it going, oh, I really like the look of that. They may have hated it, but because they saw it, it naturally makes them biased towards what they've seen, so maybe they think that, the stone in Kirkwall, for example, like suddenly if they came up with like a city outside of the free marches that they went to in their campaign, in their heads they would be thinking, oh, it may look a little bit like Kirkwall, intentional or not. So I think that's one of the reasons people were so upset with Dragon Age 2 is it changed the style so much, but in hindsight, I think it was the best choice for them. Here's the other one. Did I get all three? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I did. Is there any loot here? Yes, there is. Perfect. I thought I saw some. Jeez, trying to loot the chest. It wasn't letting me. I thought I saw some on my way in. Gentlemen, leave the wardens to their work. Concentrate efforts on the dragon. What? Oh yeah, the dragon that we saw like land over there. Isn't that over there? Alright, well let's close this rift. And there's a camp that we get over there. And then we'll swing by and do the warden stuff. Looking forward to it. The terror. Die. And die. Rogue man. Rogue too strong. You know what I'm looking forward to is the fact that the multiplayer added Isabella, the duelist. Oh, I may need to get a lot closer for this. So Cassandra's way out of range. She won't be able to cleanse anything, but he will be able to cleanse that. What's this? Aha! Die, fiend. Yeah, I haven't really been using my poison at all. I'll use it on him. Not that it'll matter, he's only level 11. Wow, that did like no damage to him. Come on, just die. No, there's one more. Of course there is. Now he's dead. But yeah, they added Isabella, and she's a duelist, just like she was in Dragon Age 2. So no surprise there. However, they've changed it up for Inquisition. They've basically added a new class, which is really cool. I kind of want it as a what do they call it? It's not an advanced class, it's a specialization for single player. Like kind of like what Awakening did, where it added an entire new thing, like a new campaign that you did in the game, and gave you new specializations to choose from, so you could choose a second one. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. But the whole class with Isabella in multiplayer revolves around debuffing targets, right? So as you debuff them, they take more damage and everything, but then you can use certain abilities that consume that debuff and give you a buff, which makes you immune to damage for that attack, and that can stack 4 times on you. It's really a cool idea. And the reason I like it, of course, as you guys well know. You have something for me?
Inquisitor.
Nope. The reason I like it, as you guys well know, is because I've been working on that tank rogue, which I did go back to Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2, and I did try it, and it totally works. But I would love to see that in Inquisition as an option. Ooh, because I would totally play through the game again as a tank rogue if I could. It would be interesting to see how they would unlock that, though. The researcher.
Visitors, thank the Maker. It's been so long since I've spoken to anyone. Have you come to observe the wildlife too?
I think I found your supplies. A dead man out in the desert had these on him.
Dead? Blessed Andraste. What about Marcus or Jeannette? This is terrible news. I am Frederic of Serrault, foremost researcher of draconology in Orlais. I came here with an expedition from the university. But the others are all missing, and our work has been halted. White Claw raiders have made off with much of our supplies. You will help me reclaim the equipment, will you not? You will champion the advancement of science.
Okay. Investigate. Tell me about this place.
You're a scholar. What can you tell me about this region?
The Western Approach is a remarkable place, as you are no doubt aware. Many magnificent creatures make their home here. Vargusts, dragons, phoenixes. They thrive where few others can. The land was poisoned by the Second Blight. The Warden Fortress has stood since that time. Before the Blight, the ancient Imperium ruled here. Actually, I saw some Tevinters recently. Studying the runes, perhaps.
Are you safe out here?
The rest of your team went missing, and there are raiders all over the area. Should you be here alone?
I don't know what happened to the rest of the expedition, but the raiders have left me completely undisturbed. I have also seen Grey Wardens and strangers in odd black clothing, but they all ignore my presence completely.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
I am a professor at the University of Orlais. I have made it my life's work to write the definitive monograph on the hunting habits of dragons and their closest kin. On this trip alone, I have produced 20 scrolls of notes, more scholarship than has ever been done on the Southern Vargest. But my hope, my great ambition, is to observe the abyssal high dragon taking her prey, a sight no scholar has ever recorded.
Alrighty, well, here's your
I have
supplies.
the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the high dragon cannot resist. I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather.
Nice.
You study dragons. I'd be interested in hearing more about that.
Oh, they are fascinating and little understood creatures, thought extinct for centuries. Now they seem to be making a comeback. The Nevarrans wrote extensively on breeding and nesting behavior, but high dragon hunting patterns have never been studied. I would be most interested if you come across any Gurn corpses that might be victims of dragon attacks.
Nice.
We'll have to speak some other time.
We will. Because I'm interested.
Leave a scholar alone.
The trail leads on.
The trail does lead on. Ooh, a hidden chest. Nice. Assault on Griffin Wing Keep. What the heck was that? All right, wow, geez, there's stuff all over the place. Oh, that's quillback intestines. Okay. Wow, jeez, okay. Follow the trail, find a circle tome, the western approach. Okay, so there's just like so much stuff down here. It's a big zone. It's crazy to think too, like, this isn't even the biggest zone in the game. You know, Hinterlands is pretty big. Don't get me wrong, but I'm almost certain that Where's the other trail piece here? Wait, didn't I marked that, right? Right? On the Chancery Trail. Where the heck is the other piece? Is it? Oh, there it is. I see it. Yeah, what was I saying? Something about... Oh yeah, the biggest zone is basically the western approach, but at night. Well, it's not the western approach. It's a different zone entirely. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But that one is huge, and I'm pretty sure it's the biggest zone in the game. It's crazy to think, like, they've managed to make basically an open world game. Sure, it has different zones you explore. It's almost like Skyrim, for example, right? Just broke that rock. In Skyrim, you have Skyrim to explore, but then you also have the Dragonborn DLC stuff, like that entire zone to explore too. It kind of works like that. Can I get out of combat? Thank you. Deep mushroom. Let's loot. Whatever that is down there. Let's go up and to my left this way. Yep, I'll take all that. Is that Paragon's Luster? Some dudes. What's up here? Ooh, there is something up here, in fact. Ruins? Maybe like a stone mine, so maybe a quarry? Okay, there's a book. Oh man, circle tomes. Vivian's gonna be happy about that. Speaking of which, I should take her more often.
This. Not enough blood splattered everywhere.
Play. Wait, where's... There's gotta be a, there's a note. Inventory orders. Cassius, remind your hirelings to leave that Orlesian fop alone. With our red friends, red Templars, leaving the area, Service expects more from the White Claw efforts. I'm not explaining to him that you let those raider idiots kill our best chance at actually getting that high dragon in reach. Oh, they were hunting the dragon too then, huh? Can I, get through that? No, because it's kind of broken on the other side. Well, let's look over here. Lazurite, Paragon's Luster. All of that means a lot less to me now that I could just buy it, even though I won't. Oh! Let's get this. There we go. You better approve, Eric. I did this for you. What's this? Another note. Ancient Warden's logbook. So close. We nearly reached him. Made it down to what looked like a dwarven thaig, where the song was actually audible, real and thrumming through the air, not just in our heads. It rattled through the lyrium pillars and shook the earth beneath our feet to its dreadful tempo. We lost 30 men in the last cave-in, and the warden commander's abandoning the mission. I tried to argue for one last push, but the rock's too unstable down there. We'll have to find another archdemon somewhere more solid. Why are they looking for an archdemon? That's a terrible idea. Also, there's something on the table that I totally missed. What was it? Loot. Oh, it's because I wasn't on the right side. Ah, just 98 gold. You know what? I'll take it. I'm happy with getting a bit extra gold. Or loot. What the heck is that? Some kind of new plant that I've never gotten before. And there's that. Oh, there is a chest. Take all. It didn't want to click on it. Lazurite. I hear stuff. I think it might just be the chest. Wow. Okay, Vanguard mail. Let's go to Cassandra. What is she using? Oh, it might be better. Oh, it certainly is. Oh, that looks so good, too. Oh, I need to re-dye that for her, though. We'll dye it when we get back. Oh, she looks rad right now. We'll dye that when it gets back to Skyhold. Alright, can I jump down this? Ah, a quarry. There we go. I knew there had to be a quarry or something. Give me that loot. That's Lazurite. Okay. from here, we can continue off. I mean, there was stuff like down over there. I'll mark it real quick so I remember, but there's a rift that I should take care of. Okay. Oh, I almost forgot. I probably should... Oh, okay, we'll do it after these guys. I probably should show you my final settings that I've gone with. Because again, as I've mentioned before, like I like to keep you guys like updated on what settings I'm running, right? Because especially since, you know, people are playing this game at the same time as watching it as well. So if I could do anything to help your frame rates, I would love to. So I found a little trick. Okay, so options, graphics. So this is the settings I'm running. I'll explain this one in a second, but ultra, you know, mesh, ultra texture. I could go to fade touch, but I wasn't noticing a difference. And you definitely don't notice a difference on YouTube. Ultra shadow, medium terrain. Don't really need it up that high. You can't really tell the difference. Vegetation, ultra, that just doesn't kill frame rate, especially with this card. Water quality, ultra, again, doesn't kill frame rate. Process quality, I keep it at high. Anything higher than that really starts affecting frame rate. Ambient occlusion, HBAO. There's HBAO like full. That one hurts. Effects quality, high. Post-process AA, high. MSAA, off, right? Like that's a killer of all frame rates. And shader quality, ultra. So the thing here to keep in mind is tessellation quality. I like to have that up. Now what tessellation does is, you see like the ground here. You see how it's got like little divots in it and the texture? But if I move my camera, let's see if I can do this like this. Actually, it might give it a better, like, you know, the sand here. If I move my camera, you'll notice it's actually just a flat texture, right? Like it's flat. It just looks like it's, you know, got like parallax to it almost. But the tessellation does add that. So, you know, the best place to actually see it is, say, ooh, do I need to kill those? Vargas. Journal. Hold on, just give me a second. Western approach. Phoenix tail feather, quillback intestines. No, okay. I don't really need to worry about those then. So, the best place to see it is the Storm Coast. Or the easiest place to see it, rather. It's not the best, but it is the easiest. What you do is you go down to like where the river is that channels out into the ocean. And what you'll notice is that the pebbles on the ground, when you have tessellation all the way up, it looks like they're actual pebbles. Like it's got the bump mapping to it is the technical term, right? It has a bump map. So it like pops like these, right? Like these rocks, these actually have like texture and they pop out. They're a 3D object. But ground texture is typically, to say frame rate, is typically just a flat texture. As you can, you know, clearly see on the ground. It looks 3D because of the way they stylize it, but it's not. And tessellation actually causes that to happen, and other things on the, you know, the world meshes. Like this rock would look slightly better and stuff like that. So
The end must be nearby.
the end is near. It's somewhere down here too. Let's go look. So, you know, long story short, if you turn down tessellation, you'll gain at least a few frames per second. That's just a standard thing. You'll find it in most games, tessellation, except typically it doesn't affect frame rate at all, or it affects it very limitedly. But in Inquisition, for whatever reason, maybe they just have a lot of things that are. Rebel Mage note, it just keeps staring at me. It had to go. What does that even mean? Yeah, maybe they just have more stuff that is affected by tessellation in Inquisition, which is why... Ew, that looks gross. Which is why it affects frame rate so much, but who knows? Pro tip, if you're getting low frame rates, just turn down tessellation and you'll be good to go. This down here. Oh wait, did that? So Okay, it did remove the one that was up there. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I don't know if it makes a difference if you hit every single pillar or not, but we didn't. And it doesn't seem to have. Ooh, a mosaic piece. I'll take that. Creation of a phylactery. All very interesting if you like the enslavement of mages. You sick bastards. Chancery logbook. We so far cannot confirm that the Faramond has had any luck attracting spirits at all. It may not be possible for spirits in the Fade to even see someone who has long been tranquil. He wishes to continue the experiments. We will stay and observe until he is ready to leave. Were they... Ooh. Templar Commander armor. 142. That's pretty good. I'll hold on to that. Maybe it'll be really good for Blackwall. Were they trying to reverse Tranquility? That'd be interesting. All right, now we need to go there. There's a Fade Rift and something for a quest. But I don't know what quest it was, but we will certainly close that Fade Rift.